Hello, this is Mr. Chance, and this video is about your ELA notes. You should have a composition book, somewhat similar to this one, though the one I gave you is red, but any composition book will work. And this composition book will be used only for ELA notes and nothing else. Okay? Okay. So, first important thing is that there are two parts to your ELA notes, two parts. And those two parts are part one, notes, and part two, the glossary. It's a lot of academic vocabulary related to ELA, and you need to know that vocabulary. If you do not understand the vocabulary that's used with a certain discipline or a certain field of study, then you don't really know that field of study. So you're going to be expected to learn the academic vocabulary. That seems reasonable to me. All right, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to get your ELA notes set up. And to get your ELA notes set up, there are 5 steps. And here they are, 5 steps. Okay, so I've got my ELA notes, and I would put my name right on here, and I would put my teacher's name, which I guess for me would be kind of redundant because, it would be Mark Chance, and then it'd be teacher Mr. Chance. But, you get the idea, right? That way, if this gets left lying around somewhere and somebody finds it, they at least have some kind of idea of where to bring it to. Okay, so that goes on the front. All right, now the first thing I need to do is I need to find the center of the note of the composition book, the center. And you'll be able to tell it's the center because there'll be some sort of stitching in the middle, right? And then there's presumably an equal number of pages on both sides. Okay, so I found the center. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the left-hand page, all right? And the way I fold the left-hand page, having finger problems here, the way I fold the left-hand page is it will create sort of a triangle, So I fold part of it like that, like so, there we go. And then I fold from the other side the same way, and then things will match up. Más o menos, right? That's a bookmark, built-in bookmark. If I want, I can tape it to keep it from flapping open and whatnot. But there we go. All right, then the right-hand page, not the page I just folded, the right-hand page, had to reach for my pen, I'm going to label that glossary, right? It's going to be titled glossary. Glossary. Okay, then I go back to the beginning. And that first page, I'm going to label notes. Notes. Like so. Notes. And now I have my 2 parts for my ELA notes. I've got my glossary in the middle, starting in the middle, and then my notes starting at the beginning. All right. So far, so good. I think this is pretty easy. Very good. Now, how do I use this? I'm a student. I'm in Mr. Chance's class, and I want to make sure that I'm going to get the best possible grade that I can get. So what do I do with these notes? Well, that's a good question. I'm glad you asked. So first thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to watch the videos that I assign as homework, right? I'm going to assign videos like this one to you to watch as homework. And then every now and then in those videos, I will tell you to pause. I'll say, pause the video or something like that. And then you pause the video. And then there will be something displayed on the screen that you need to copy into your ELA notes, either into the notes section or to the glossary section. I'll let you know. That seems pretty easy. And then every time you're doing a new set of entries, include a heading and a date for each section. So for example, the next video that you're going to have assigned to you after this one is writing lesson 1. Okay, and there are going to be some notes. So what I would do is I would put writing lesson 1 as a heading. See right there, isn't that clever? Writing lesson 1. And then and then the date, right? I'm not exactly sure what date that will be assigned, so I'm just going to leave that blank for now, right? And then whatever it is that I've asked you to copy, you'll copy here, right, underneath it. That's pretty easy, right? And then when it comes time for the next one, you'd skip a line, do a new heading, right? This notebook, your ELA notes, very important, needs to come with you to class every single time you come to class. Watching the videos and taking the notes is homework. And every now and then, I'm going to check to make sure you're doing what I've asked you to do. This might involve me just saying, hey, let me see your notes, and I'll just do a quick visual check. Or it might involve me, I don't know, surprising you with some sort of quiz, which you will get to use your ELA notes for. So if your ELA notes are done the way I've said to do them, it'll be a really, really easy way to get a 100 on a quiz. If your ELA notes aren't with you, or they're not done the way I said, or they're not done at all, you might have a lot harder time getting that 100 on the quiz. Anyways, so that's it for this video. I hope that you show up for class the next time I see you with your ELA notes set up the way I said to set them up. Thank you. Y'all have fun. Bye.